It is my pleasure to welcome you this morning as we gather here as stakeholders in our respective capacities to engage in a meaningful and constructive dialogue aimed at advancing South Africa's leadership and sustaining momentum behind our chairship of the Southern African Development Community, SADC. Your presence reflects a shared commitment to ensuring that South Africa's leadership of the region is both purposeful and impactful. I would like to express our sincere appreciation to the European Union delegation, led by Ambassador Sandra Kramer, for its steadfast support in the organization of this workshop, without which this gathering would not have been possible. We regard this partnership as invaluable and as a strong testament to the enduring cooperation between our institutions, thus embodying the principles of North-South cooperation in action. Of course, we have also invited Ambassador Kramer to come and share with us lessons learned in this European project, integration project. Distinguished guests, we meet at a time of considerable global uncertainty. While it may sound familiar, it bears repeating that the geopolitical and economic environment within which we assume this responsibility, first as incoming chair and subsequently from August 2026, demands a level of coordination, resolve, and inclusivity that leaves no one behind. These are not ordinary times, and they call for deliberate collective action. Over the next 3 days, our task is to deepen our collective understanding of the Regional Indicative Strategic Development Plan 2020-2030, its priorities, implementation mechanisms, and the implication of its midterm review as a critical step in shaping South Africa's SADC chairship strategy. This builds on the foundation laid since December 2025 through our interdepartmental engagements and the subsequent strategic reflective workshop hosted in partnership with the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs at UNISA. We must now move beyond broad aspirational objectives and focus on identifying a limited set of high-impact priorities to pursue under our chairship. These are the clear directives emanating from the recent interministerial committee meeting. As you know, colleagues, that the political oversight of the work we do is provided by the interministerial committee, and it has already had 2 sessions of meetings, and they have directed us to meet in this manner and emerge from this gathering with a clear proposal for their consideration and final adoption by Cabinet. Ladies and gentlemen, the structure of this workshop or engagement is deliberately designed to move us from reflection to action. Today begins with a strategic framing of regional integration, bridging theory and practice, followed by a detailed engagement with the SADC RISDP midterm review led by the colleagues from the SADC Secretariat. This will set the foundation for focused, pillar-based breakaway sessions where you will interrogate performance, identify constraints, and formulate practical RISDP-aligned recommendations. These discussions will continue into day 2, culminating in sectoral report backs and robust plenary engagements to refine and stress test your proposals. By day 3, our focus will shift to consolidation and implementation. We will synthesize the outcomes from all work streams into a coherent set of strategic priorities. The expectation is that this process will yield not only alignment, but actionable data-driven outputs that can be taken forward with confidence. We have also made provision for the SADC Secretariat to present the monitoring and reporting mechanisms, including a demonstration of the SADC online monitoring and evaluation system. This will be critical in grounding our work in measurable outcomes and ensuring that the priority areas we identify for South Africa's chairship strategy are clear, coherent, and evidence-based. Distinguished colleagues, let me emphasize this point. This workshop is a critical milestone in shaping our chairship strategy. It must therefore deliver concrete outcomes, including clearly defined priority areas, sectoral inputs aligned to the RISDP, a deeper understanding of the nexus between our regional obligations and national priorities, strengthened monitoring and reporting mechanisms, and enhanced collaboration with the SADC Secretariat. Our task is not to develop new frameworks, but to identify a focused set of high-impact priorities. And I want to emphasize high-impact priorities that will define the character and effectiveness of our chairship. In closing, let us approach this workshop with agency, purpose, and a shared sense of responsibility. The task before us is clear: to translate dialogue into decisive action and commitments into measurable results. I urge each one of you to engage actively, think boldly, and contribute concretely to your deliberations.